made it to Los Angeles, California. We were actually ahead of schedule. However, there was another plane at our gate, so we still had to stay on the runway for around half an hour before we could get to the gate. So it's now 5:55 local time, and I'm waiting for my suitcase. They checked my suitcase even though I had a carry-on suitcase because the plane was full. So now I'm waiting for that, and then I'm jumping straight into the Uber, and then we're heading to Orange County, which is around a 1-hour drive. Whew, yeah, starting to get super hungry.
Welcome to Los Angeles.
The only thing I've had to eat today was the lunch at the airport, which was a quick McDonald's Big Mac menu. So looking forward to get some proper food. Alrighty, so got my suitcase and taking a shuttle to LAX IT, which is the pickup place for ride-sharing apps. So in LAX, you can't just order an Uber straight to the arrivals. You have to take a shuttle to this place and then order the Uber from here. It says that he is 1 minute away. I can't wait to get to the hotel because I am exhausted after all the traveling today. What type of car is it? Toyota Camry, of course. After a 1 hour Uber ride from LAX to Orange County, I'm finally here in Irvine, California. I'm at a hotel literally right next to the office. So that building right there, that big blue building right there, that is the office building where I'll be heading over tomorrow morning. It's been some time since I was here. Last time I was here was probably in July 2024. So almost 2 years. I love being here in Irvine, California. It's definitely a different experience than New York City, but come on, look at these palm trees, man. How can you not like a place with palm trees? All right, cool. So I am super tired at the moment. So what I'll do is I'll just start unpacking, then head down to the restaurant here at the hotel, grab some dinner, maybe do a quick round of laundry, and then head straight to bed because tomorrow we got a long and productive day over there. Cool. I will see you later. Adios. Good morning, everyone. It is 6:15 a.m. here in Southern California, and I am all ready to head out for a quick run. It's not the best running path just because there's like traffic lights everywhere, but I'm sure that I'll be able to still get in a good and decent run. And again, it's the intention that matters. That's what I was trying to say. Right after the run, I'm gonna head straight into the shower, go down, get some breakfast here at the hotel, and then head over to that building over there where we've got our Linus office for the first day here in SoCal. Alrighty, I will see you outside. So we've made it outside. And yeah, I think I'm just gonna try out a random route. Just try running in one direction and then see what happens from there. Temperature's perfect. A little bit of rain. That's okay. All right, let's get going. We're currently running through Irvine Spectrum Center, which is this big area, a big outdoor mall really, with a bunch of stores. And as you can see, of course, it is completely empty right now because it is 6:30 in the morning. But during the afternoon, during the evening, it gets pretty lively here. All right, we're around 2.3 kilometers in, and yeah, I can definitely tell that I haven't been running for at least 2 weeks, so it's good to be back outside. But man, it is, I'm not gonna lie, it is difficult to find a consistent long path just because of the traffic lights everywhere, but no excuses, we'll get going. It is now 7:42. I got showered, got ready, got out of the door, and now I am on my way to the office, which is that blue tall building over there. I've actually got an access card to this office. I'm not sure if it still works, and I forgot it back in Denmark, so let's see how I get in and let's see who is there already. I think there's gonna be a few people there already, so I should be able to get in. Otherwise, I'll just hang out in the lobby till someone I can recognize shows up. I realized that I had forgotten my precious water bottle, so I'm just gonna hop back to the office again. Sorry, back to the hotel again to just quickly grab that water bottle and then head over to the office. Yeah, that water bottle, my precious water bottle, helps me stay hydrated throughout the day. If I don't have it, then I tend to not get enough water, and I don't want that to happen. So gotta go back and get that. Alrighty, it is now 6 p.m. here in our SoCal office. It's been a long day, but a very productive day. Super nice to see the team again. We still have Chandler sitting over here. What's up, Chandler?
What up?
What up? What up? But yeah, just take a look at the views from this insane office. If I had this office as my primary office, I think I would just be staring out of the window for a couple of hours a day. Like, just look at how beautiful this is. Oh man. Beautiful. It is now 7:40 and I am done for today here at our Lenus SoCal office. Now I'm heading over to Irvine Spectrum Center for some quick dinner, then straight to the hotel, do some laundry, then finishing up some work on my computer, and then calling it a day. So we're back at the hotel, ready to do some laundry. I had to use the ATM to get some bills that I then exchanged to these quarters. And yeah, we are ready to start these machines. Good morning, guys, and welcome to another beautiful day here in Southern California. We are outside, all dressed up, ready to head over to the office. Well, actually almost at the office already. It is 7:15 at the moment, and we've got a cafe downstairs, which opens at 8 o'clock. I'm just counting the minutes so I can get my cold brew on oat milk with 2 pumps of vanilla. I know, but man, it tastes so good. I've got a meeting in 15 minutes and another meeting at 8 o'clock, so it's actually going to be 8:30, but that's okay, all right? Delayed gratification, that's the key. Delayed gratification, that's what I heard a bunch of smart people say. All right, heading in. Check out this amazing view from our office here in Irvine, California. I never get tired of this. Where we going, Channy?
In and out.
In and out.
What are we gonna have?
Animal style double.
That's right.
What are you having?
Flying Dutchman's.
Flying Dutchman's. Channy, just quickly describe to me what that is.
This is a Flying Dutchman.
Uh-huh.
It's 2 burger patties and 2 cheese. I also added chopped grilled onions and chopped chilies for flavor.
So basically what we're looking at is 8 beef patties?
Yes.
Good morning. It is Wednesday, the 14th of April. I am still here in Southern California. Just woke up. It's around 6 a.m. Ready to head out for a run. Yesterday I didn't get to record any footage just because I was super busy. As I might have mentioned previously, without going into the specifics, we're doing big things, and a lot of it takes a lot of time, which obviously makes sense. So I do these recordings when I feel like the time is there for them. But yeah, today I decided let's bring this camera up again. I'm not sure how much footage I'll be able to get today, but let's at least give it a try. I'll bring you with me on the run, and then let's see what happens after that. Cool. Let me get out, and then I'll see you outside. We made it outside, and now it is ready to start the run. I'm just gonna put my playlist on, start a workout on my Apple Watch, and then we're gonna get going. All right. So we finished our 3K run. It was a great run. Once again, it was hard to just figure out where to continue when I was running, because I kept running into either traffic lights or just complete like a pedestrian stop where there weren't any more walkable paths. But we still managed to get 3K in. I think I need to talk to a few people from the office to understand where they run. But most of them don't live here in Irvine, California either. But there might be, or I know that there are some super awesome running trails just around the city. I could have taken an Uber down to Newport Beach and then run around that beach area. Or I know there's also a park that's used for hiking right next door. So I think it's called Quail or Quake. Can't remember exactly what the name is, but I could have also have taken an Uber there. But that's the thing, I don't have a car here since I'm so close to the office, so I don't need it. But yeah, hey, we still managed to get 3K in, and that's the most important thing. Now I'll go up, take a shower, and then get ready for work. Hello. It is 8 p.m. and I just left the office over there, heading to the hotel over here after a long and super awesome day at the office. We were quite a few that ended up staying until quite late. Oh, that guy drove super quick, super fast. And yeah, I love those nights where there's a few of us that sit together late at night, work on a project, and there's this, I don't know how to describe it, there's a war room. Probably a bad analogy to use during these times, but a special type of vibe where we're all just trying to win. And yeah, I absolutely love that. And today was definitely one of those days / evenings. Now I'm gonna, head over to the hotel, as I said. And then, honestly, just relax. Probably go to bed early. And then get to the office early tomorrow. I got a 7 a.m. meeting that I would like to be in the office for. It's this weekly meeting with all of the commercial leadership. So we have people tuning in from basically all of our offices. And I just prefer sitting at a desk in the office while having that meeting, despite it being a bit early. So that's what I'm aiming for. I will see you soon. Good morning. It is Thursday, the 16th of April, 6:30 a.m. in the morning, and I've got my first meeting at 7. I believe I mentioned it yesterday during the evening walk back to the hotel, but every Thursday we've got this weekly meeting where all commercial leaders in Lenus, they meet, and I host a small section of that meeting. So that's why we are heading to the office now. Could have taken the meeting from the hotel, but I just prefer, being at the office, starting the day out, and not having to take one meeting, then get ready, and then head to the hotel, head to the office. And yeah, we've got the building here in Irvine, California. Last night, when I got back to the hotel, I went to the hotel bar, grabbed one Heineken Zero, so an alcohol-free Heineken, and then I just went straight to my room, and I fell asleep. 5:30, the alarm rang, and I was up and ready, took a quick shower, scrolled a bit on my phone, and now I'm here. I don't think there's gonna be anybody, but let's see. There are a few people that come in very early. Elevator A. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 elevators.
Elevator A.
Elevator A. Going up. So I won't be able to start the day out with a cup of coffee. I should have grabbed that at the hotel actually. And that's because our office here in California is in a WeWork, and the staff from WeWork, they don't get here till 8 o'clock. And that's when the coffee is usually ready. But we've got some cold brew in the fridge. And then I also got my water. Yeah, nobody. But check out this insane view. Gotta show it to you like this. It is absolutely beautiful. Wow. All right, let's head to the office. All right, and I guess we are the first one in? Yes, we are. All right, so I just gotta quickly add my slides to the overall presentation for the meeting in half an hour. Take off this jacket here. How do we do this? Yeah, I think that's perfect. Yeah. All right, we're in good time. There's 17 minutes. We're in absolutely no rush. These stickers are basically stickers from our offices, and you get to have one when you've visited an office. There's still a few that I'm missing here, but my plan is to have all the stickers one day. Alrighty, I just gotta call up my coworker Casper, who's in Copenhagen, just to understand where my section is gonna be. Hey Kasper, jeg beklager, jeg lige ringer. Hvad hedder det? Jeg prøver nemlig bare lige at finde ud af, hvor det er, jeg skal smide mine slides ind i slidet. Er det efter den der 15, du er i?
Ja, lige præcis. Lige inden Thanks Team.
Okay, så her for eksempel.
Ja, lige præcis.
Det er godt. Fedt bro, jeg får det smidt ind. Det er godt. Hey.
Ja, hey.
Alright. So he's in Copenhagen, Denmark, where it is, what time is it over there? 3:45 p.m. and it's 6:45 a.m. here. Alrighty, it is 7:30 p.m. and I'm here inside of Tender Greens in Irvine Spectrum, so right next to the office, and just ordered myself some dinner. Long day at the office, didn't really have time to do any footage from the office. I really didn't have any time to do that at any point this week, but that's good. You know, that means that there's stuff to do and things are rolling. And yeah, before heading into Tender Greens, I stopped by Barnes & Noble's and got myself 2 books. Let me just see if I can find them. One is called How Starbucks Saved My Life. Here it is. And the other one is a cute little book that I found called Together is Better. So yeah, excited to read those on the plane. But yeah, right after this, it's straight home and then pack for tomorrow because I'll be jumping on the plane, heading back to Copenhagen. And yeah, that would be the end of this US trip. And here's what we got. A plate of double steaks and mashed potatoes and some veggies. I am back at the hotel. I am so tired. I got home about an hour ago and I've just been watching videos on YouTube. And then I realized that I hadn't recorded an ending to today's vlog session. So here we go. Yeah, while I was in Tender Greens, I was briefly talking about the fact that I had bought 2 new books. So let's just take a look at those books. And I did show these at Tender Greens, but I'm just going to show them to you again. The first one is Together is Better, a little book of inspiration by Simon Sinek. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it, but he's the author of many great books. Leaders Eat Last and so on. But yeah, it's just a nice little book with a bunch of cool little quotes. And then there's another book called How Starbucks Saved My Life. The national best-selling Riches to Rags story of an advertising executive who had it all and lost it all and was finally redeemed by his new job and his 28-year-old boss at Starbucks. You know, I like these types of stories. So I think this one is going to be a good read, and I also think it's going to look good for the bookshelf at home. Yeah. All right, man. But yeah, not yesterday, tomorrow, I'll be flying home to Denmark, flying back to Copenhagen at around 7 p.m. And I get there on Saturday afternoon at 3, 4 p.m., something like that. And yeah, um, man, I really enjoy being on these trips. I could really, really enjoy it, even though like the majority of the days, the majority of the time, is just working, going back to the hotel next morning, working, going back to the hotel next morning, working, going back to the hotel. There's just something about changing up your environment and then going somewhere else, um, especially a different country. So I know a lot of the people from the office here. Some of them have worked there for quite a few years. Um, but it's not like we talk on an everyday basis. So it's just uh, yeah, it's just an overall nice feeling to be back here and then catching up with those, but also sharing tips and tricks and insights because I get to interact with a lot of our officers from around the world, and sometimes we forget that um, I wouldn't say everybody doesn't have access to the same information, but doesn't have access to the same curated information. And then there's also just something cool about being in a place where people they come to you for advice, and then also being able to see that advice being implemented right away, and then seeing the effects of that. I think that's pretty awesome as well. One thing that really um, got me today, um, something that really made me a bit emotional, was that um, every week in this office there's something called a round off. All right, so it's basically where they look past at the week and then either highlight something, or there's always like this special type of topic, and then it's always being hosted by one person. All right, and they do a little rotation here. This week it was hosted by a guy called Dylan, and he basically started out saying, all right, this week we had the opportunity to have a special guest here, and he pointed at me, and then he just started talking about all these, started mentioning all these amazing and sweet words about me, and that really made me happy. And then he said that if he could sum up me in as few words as possible, it would be always being optimistic. So he said that I was one of those people that was always being optimistic, um, and then he gave everyone an exercise where they all had to mention what they were optimistic about in terms of the future. And yeah, we just took turns, and yeah, it was just beautiful to hear what people were optimistic about. And then there was also a few of them that mentioned after talking to me X, Y, and Z. Um, and it just, for me at least, solidified the fact that I'm doing the right thing. Like, it's these moments that really, really make me feel alive, when I can talk to someone and I can see that everything just lights up within them. Um, that's something that really, really, really brings me joy. So I'm glad I had the opportunity to do that, and I hope it won't be long till the next time I'll be sent on one of these assignments, wherever that is in the world. We are in quite a few countries in Lenus, the company I work for. Obviously, it has to make sense as well, because it is expensive to send someone to another office. But man, it's so worth it. Both for the people to get to see you and for yourself. That was a lot of yapping. I'm not even sure if all of it made sense, but now I got it out there. All right. I am gonna go to bed. Tomorrow I need to pack things up. Let's see if I can find time to just go for one more little run. And yeah, good night. Good morning. It is Friday, the 17th of April, and this is my final day here in SoCal. I got up at around 5:50, and then I had a 6 a.m. meeting with a few people from Copenhagen. And then I just sat in the bed and did some work on my computer, and told myself that I had to just go out for one last run while I was here. It is going to be a shorter one because it's already 7:15 a.m. So I'm going to do a very short run and then head back to the hotel, pack my stuff up, and then head over to the Linus office right here. Cool. See you later. This hotel was such a good hotel. The other times when I've been here, I've stayed at a hotel where I had to take an Uber to get to the office. It's just so nice to be so conveniently close to the office. Oh man. Yeah, my camera is in my backpack, so I'm doing this on my phone right now, and the focusing is a little annoying. But yeah, this is super nice with the hotel being located right next to the office, and then also just being able to head down to Irvine Spectrum to grab dinner, because some of the past days here I had to do Uber Eats to the hotel just because there wasn't anything nearby. But here, man, I got the hotel, I got the mall in walking distance, so I hope I get to stay in this hotel again moving forward. The other one is a bit cheaper, but man, it just makes the experience so much better. All right. We're doing it. All right, ready?
Yeah.
Vamos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I'm still trying to swallow this fucking bar.
10. Let's go.
And one for reassurance.
There we go. Alrighty, after a day at the office, it's now time to head to LAX. Got my suitcase here, ordered the Uber, and now we're just waiting for it. It should be here in around 4 minutes. That means I'll get to LAX in about an hour. Then it's gonna be 3:20, and the flight is at 7:10. I know it's early, but I've heard all these crazy stories about TSA, so which is the airport security in the US, for those of you that don't know, and just want to make sure that I actually get on the plane today.
Okay.
Yeah.
But Sri Lanka is more Muslim or
Buddhist.
Buddhist? Huh? Oh,
Yeah.
same like Indian, huh?
Exactly. No, so Indian, it's more Hindu.
Oh, Hindu. I mean, Indian
Yeah.
Hindu. Huh?
So in Sri Lanka, the number one is Buddhism, Hinduism, and then Christianity and Islam are like the same level. Yeah,
okay.
exactly. But the majority of the island, they're Buddhist.
Oh, okay. Like you know, actually, 2 months ago, I'm going home 3 months.
There you go.
Enjoy. Come
Yeah.
back.
Alrighty, made it to LAX and got through TSA in absolutely no time. I think from walking into the airport, I got through in less than 10 minutes and already in the after security area. So that is awesome. So I'm in very, very good time now. I think there's 4 hours to my flight leaves. So yeah, I guess I just gotta walk around the airport here and then figure out something to do. I remember last time I was here, I was actually inside of that bookstore over there. I bought a book for my girlfriend that she really wanted. Hey Los Angeles, do you believe in love at first bite? That's cute. But no, I had such a good trip to the airport. My Uber driver was absolutely fantastic. It was Jaquez from Indonesia, who had been here for 35 years. Him and I just had a fantastic conversation. And he might be going to Netherlands next year to visit some relatives. And might stop over in Denmark. So we exchanged WhatsApp numbers. And and he took a selfie when it was time to drop me off as well. And he sent me over that selfie. So just a nice, just a nice moment overall. So yeah, I'm gonna figure out what to do, and then you'll see me later. Alrighty, it is now 3:15 on, what date is it? April 18th, and after 11 hours of travel, I am finally back in Copenhagen Airport. Now I'm heading straight to the metro, and then we are going straight home because I did not get a lot of sleep on that plane. Alright, thanks for following along, and I will see you soon.